Hi YouTubers and gamers, and I'm back, and today is another pickup video. But before I start with the pickups, I had to say thank you to Alex at Nintendo Arcade. Alex has been nominated, well, it's not been nominated, he's actually won the YouTube of the month for, he, by being a winner, he gets to nominate other YouTube channels, and he quite kindly decided to nominate my channel. So thanks again, Alex. And this competition, YouTuber of the Month, is pretty much it's all about community and raising awareness of other channels more than anything else, really. And it's sort of hosted by Novabug on this channel, Chris there. So I will leave a link to both Alex's and Chris's channels. And if you want to vote for me, by all means just follow the link to Chris's channel. But if not, I mean, you don't need to vote for me. You can just still follow a link and see what other people, which other people have been nominated as well, and just vote on them if you want to. You know, I don't care if you vote for me or not, really. I mean, if you vote for me, that's great, but if you think other people are more deserving, by all means vote for them. So it's all a bit of fun at the end of the day anyway, so it's not about winning, it's all about taking part more than anything else, really. But anyway, back to pickups. I have, first of all, in relation to things that aren't exactly games, I have one Disney Infinity figure, which I wanted. I've already got the normal one of this, but I wanted the sort of variant, and that's a Light FX Darth Vader. This has always been too expensive, but game.co.uk I get rid of all their stock, and this was only at a £5, and so I'll be keeping that one sealed because I do have him loose as a, you know, as a standalone figure. But this is the one whereby his lightsaber lights up, and I thought that's quite cool to have, especially on Darth Vader. I think the Disney Infinity figures, particularly the Star Wars ones, will be in demand by both Star Wars fans and Disney collectors. So at the moment they're cheap, but that will always be a case, I'm sure, especially complete in box. Okay, next. I've got a cart, a Power English cart, which is normally quite expensive. I got this for about £22. I normally get complete in box games, don't I? But this is like another Nintendo 64 game, which I thought, you know, I pretty much had the whole lot of Nintendo 64 games I wanted, but there are a couple which I've decided I will pick up, but they're quite expensive. So I picked up this one, a cart only, but I will get a reproduction box for this. It's Star Wars Battle for Naboo. This is cheaper in the States, but the PAL versions are quite pricey, so £22 for a cart is pretty good, actually. You can easily pay about £30, £40 for one of those. And complete in box, you're looking at about £80 really, but I didn't want to pay that sort of money on it. Okay, I managed to get a lot of Wii Amiibo type Skylanders figures, and there was a set for 3DS which I wanted. Unfortunately, I missed out getting one from the shops because they were reduced to as cheap as £10 in Smiths, but I never saw one in time, so I ended up having to bite a bullet and I ordered one off eBay for about 18 quid, and that is for Skylanders Supercharged with Bowser, but it's a 3DS version. So 18 quid for that, it's not a bad price. Like I said, they were 10 quid in Smiths, but they sold out before I had a chance to get any. And I know I wanted to get Alex from Nintendo Arcade. There's a Bowser figure on his own, but again they sold out. But anyway, yeah, so that's quite a good deal. The 3DS games, I'm sure, will be. They do keep their money on the Skylanders. So yeah. Okay, turning to the Wii. I've got a couple of Wii games. A bit of a thriller for the Wii, and that's CSI Fatal Conspiracy. I think this is also on, is it a PS2? It could be a PS2, I'm not too sure, but yeah, and I think there's one or two other ones on the Wii as well. Okay, this one is all factory sealed. It's an American game which I got from Canada. It's a NTSC exclusive. We never got this in the Power Territories, and that is for Wii Destiny of Zorro. The reviews are pretty average for this game. It's like a, obviously you play as Zorro. It's like type of an adventure type game, but yeah, it's got that for about £10 delivered from Canada, which isn't too bad really. Turning to the DS, I've got one DS game here. This has got extremely good reviews. It's dirt cheap. It's only £1.50 from CEX. It's called Music Monsters, and it's basically a music rhythm game, a bit similar to Guitar Hero, but you get a choice of playing a virtual guitar or a keyboard, and it's got lots of very popular tracks on there. I think there's Queen on there, and there's Marilyn Manson, I think, also weird. So there's quite a few good Kylie Minogue, but I think there's quite a few good big hits on this, and it's apparently the reviews are very, very good. It's very very simple and fun game. Okay, this next game is on the Vita. It's from Limited Run. I was lucky again to get it for retail, and that is Volume. I got this one because it's voiced and made by the same people who did Thomas Was Alone, so I kind of thought I needed to get this as well. So yeah, got that for retail from Limited Run Games. Turning to the PS, this is the Xbox, original Xbox, old school. Okay, I thought I had all the Power exclusives, but there was one which I discovered, and that is Dinotopia: The Sunstone Odyssey. I think it was only about £3 delivered. It's obviously, I think Dinotopia, are they a series of comic children's books or something? I'm not too sure, but basically you're set in a dinosaur world, you are, and you're an adventurer, so I'm not sure what's any good or not, but that is a PAL copy, UK PAL copy. Now these other games, there are possibly, there's about a dozen or so NTSC exclusive Xbox games which I've got my eye on. There's lots of, I'm not planning to get all the NTS exclusives because there's tons of them. There's lots of sports titles and dancing titles, but there's a few games which are a bit more interesting, which I've got my eye on, and I managed to get these all from the same store in the States, and so it worked out on average that these games cost between £5 and £10, including shipping each. So it's not too bad when you think about it. They're all coming from America. So first of all, we have Warpath. So that's a bit more of a third-person type space war type shooter. And then you have a fighting game called Kabuki Warriors, and it's supposed to be a fun two-person fighting game. And then again, I didn't want to get all the American racing games that are exclusive, but this one's a bit different. It's a bit more of a Death Race 2000 type theme, and that is Smashing Drive. So it's a bit more of a futuristic Mad Max stroke Death Race type theme to it. So yeah, I'm happy to have that. And this one, this one's a bit more expensive. This one is closer to a £10 mark, and it's a mech game, and that's Murakuma Renegade Mech Pursuit. You can control various flying mechs, and you go around completing missions. So yeah, really pleased to have that, another NTSC exclusive. I do have a soft modded Xbox as well as an NTSC Xbox, so I can play those with relative ease. Turning to PS2. Alright, this is quite an underrated Wind Waker game, Dr. Muto. It's only £5 delivered, but it looks really good actually. Basically you can transform into or morph into various creatures you can. You play as a mad scientist, and you've got to complete certain tasks and missions, so yeah, it looks good. This was only like £1.50. It's the Avatar, the Legend of Aang, and it does include a trading card that comes with it. I got that from CEX, so it's like a nice anime art style. So I'm not sure if these games are any good or not, but they do look pretty anyway. Okay, this game also been about 75p, again from CEX, and it's called Lotus Challenge. What I thought was more interesting than anything else, there is opportunities to do some driving sort of massive jumps and stuff, so I'm not sure if this game's any good or not, but for 75p I thought I'd give it a try. This game was only 25p. It's another sports game, but it's by IDOS, and that's the reason why I picked it up more than anything else. It's Salt Lake 2002. So it's a winter sports game, but it's, like I said, by IDOS. So for 25p complete, I thought I'd give it a go. Right, these next two games are imports from the States. They weren't a lot. They cost me about £5 each delivered, so that's not too bad. And that is, first of all, I got Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships. We did not get this, and what I picked up is, it is developed by Bethesda. So yeah, why they do a horse racing game, I don't know. Curious, so that's the reason why I picked it up more than anything else, really. And this next one, this game is, if you've got a PAL copy of this, it's extremely rare and very expensive. But you can pick up the NTSC copy for next to nothing in the States. So again, it's about a couple of quid for £3 postage or something like that it was, and it's Airborne Troops Countdown to D-Day. So I'm happy to have the NTSC version, because I'm not going to pay a stupid amount of money for a PAL version of that same game. Okay, turning to PS3. Okay, played this, very good game, played it on the PS4. Telltale's The Wolf Among Us. I think that was £8 from CEX. This was £12 from CEX. It's for Godfather, the Don's edition. So this is like the PS3 version of this game. You can get it on the Wii and PS2. And Xbox 360 I think, but I wanted the PS3 version all complete. Okay, this game is uncommon. It's not rare, but it's uncommon. It's the first release of Diablo 3. Now, the subsequent releases of this same game, they all have like a DLC on the bottom. I can't remember which DLC it is, but it says, is it Helm's Deep or something DLC? So that's the one that you see everywhere. And I do have that, but I wanted the first release of this game, Diablo 3, because I'm a bit of a Diablo fan. And this is harder to come by, the one without anything on the bottom. So just be mindful that this is the harder copy, particularly in the UK, to pick up of Diablo 3. So there's one with a DLC, and there's also one which is one with a Reaper of Souls edition or whatever, which is the ultimate edition of this game on the PS3 too. But this is the first release, and it's harder to find. So I got that for complete, and that was about. I did pay through a nose for it, I must admit, £10 from game.co.uk. But I've been looking for this for years, and I always see the other version with the DLC, but never this one. So pick that up. And this other game is another rare PS3 game. I got this for 20 quid off eBay. I'm sure you can get it on a Wii much cheaper, but this is a PS3 version, and it is Skidoo Snowmobile Challenge. It's a bit of an average racing type game. I wouldn't go out of your way to purchase this unless you are a big PS3 collector, really. It's not the best game out there, but it certainly is rare. So that's a UK copy of Skidoo. And next, turning to PS4. Right, these next three games had been out for a long time. You could have got them on. Well, a couple of them say on the PS3. The other one, I think you can only get on PS3. We got a Japanese exclusive copy of it because it was originally released on the GameCube, then ported to a PS2, and then the Wii. But this must be now the Ultimate Edition of this, and that is Resident Evil 4 PS4. They finally came to UK. I've been waiting a long time for these to come. I know you've had these in the States for what, a month or two, if not longer. But I saw them in game. They're 20 quid each, so I thought, sorry, I've got to get these. So Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. And these are the ultimate versions of the game. Not only are they supposed to have updated graphics, but they all got the, you know, any DLC that came with the game as well. And it's all on disc. So yeah, so that's really neat. Another Telltale game, the Game of Thrones, very, very good. Yeah, that is quite intriguing, really enjoyable, good value for money. Got that for, I think that's £12 from the game. This one was about £17 I got from game, but it has gone up. If you get it online like Amazon, you're probably looking at £23 now, so it's getting more sought after. And that is Telltale's 20th anniversary of Back to the Future, and it's obviously the game. So yeah, wanted to pick it up while it's not too expensive. And this other one was about, I got this for £8 from CX, and that's Arcania, for a complete tale. So it's got various. It got the first Arcania, and also must be a sequel, Cornea 4 of Satari or whatever. So yeah, I said £8 from CX. And last but not least, shown in the background is a mini soundtrack that you could get, that you got by pre-ordering this, and it is The Last Guardian. And this one has got an exclusive gatefold sleeve, exclusive to shop2.net. There is a steelbook edition from game, and also there is a limited edition that comes with a statue plus a steelbook and art book and stuff, and that's about £105. So it's a lot of money, but I will pick it up when I can afford to do so. But for now, I just wanted to get this this version of this game because it's it'll probably won't be easy to find a copy of this with this particular sleeve. I think a lot of fans will want that. So anyway, that's it. That's all my pickups for today, guys. By all means, like and subscribe if not already. Leave comments, and if you want to vote for me or vote for any other of the other nominated YouTubers, please follow the links below. So until later, guys, take care. Bye.